Yo, today we're going to unbox the Mackie Pro FX12 version 3. Let's get it.
Mini clip.
What's up? This is the THEKINGOCAESAR bringing you gear reviews, tutorials, and unboxings just like this one. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hit that bell notification button like you're teaching your son how to play t-ball for the first time. Okay guys, I'm back. And long story short, I want to get a mixer for my studio to make my life just a little bit easier. You guys know how I hate unplugging and plugging in cables when I want to get different sounds in my studio. So that's why I decided to get a mixer. This way I can plug in all my instruments and select which ones I want with just a push of a button. So without further ado, let's get the Mackie Pro FX12 version 3 up here and let's look at the box so we can unbox this thing. Okay guys, we're back. This is the Mackie Pro FX12 version 3, as it says on the box. Now, the box is very colorful. It's a nice looking box, and it basically outlines some of the features of this mixer. We're going to get inside this thing and look at the unit itself, but I just want you guys to get a look at the box to see the type of packaging that it comes in. So let's get our unboxing knife and let's open this thing up and see what's inside. Coming back at you is the Ninja Assassin. This is my throwing knife. So this is what we're going to use to unbox the Mackie Pro. Now we basically got tape on the back side, so we're just going to go across this with our unboxing knife. A little bit right here. And as you see, it wants to open from the back side. So let's flip this back over and get this thing open. So right here you can see that on top you have a user guide, small user guide book, and you have your 2 cards in here because this does come with the activation codes for Pro Tools First and Waveform OEM, which includes 16 powerful plugins to make your mixes shine, is what it says on the card. So I'm just going to set this to the side. Let's go ahead and get this thing out the box. You see the mixer right here. Let's get these off. Okay, and here we got the mixer itself. It's wrapped in a nice plastic. Keep it protected. And the plastic is all the way sealed. So once again, let's get our knife out. Let's cut this open. Poison for the trolls, as Flossie Carter would say. And here goes the card that comes with it. It says, mix, record, and create. I don't know if you can see that. So also in the box, this kind of fell out on me. You have your power cable and then you have your USB cable. Okay guys, we got the mixer right here. And this is what it looks like in all its glory. It's a very beautiful piece of gear. It is a 12-channel professional effects mixer with USB. So that means this thing doubles as a USB audio interface. So this thing comes with 24 high-resolution effects. So we're talking about 12 reverbs, 2 choruses, a delay plus reverb, 4 delays, a doubler, echo, overdrive / distortion, auto wah, and flanger, all built into this one unit. So this comes with the Onyx preamps. And if you guys know about the Onyx preamps, if you own like the Mackie Big Knobs, you know that they're pretty good. So it has high gain circuitry, but with low noise reduction, so you get a clean sound. So this thing does double as an audio interface. So that means you get 2x4. You get 4 going in, you got 2 going out, and it's 24-bit by 192 kilohertz. The dimensions of this mixer is 14.8 inches long and 13 inches wide. The weight is 7.9 pounds or 3.6 kilograms, whichever one you prefer. So you have 11 faders. These faders make up 4 mono channels, 2 of which are combo jacks for mic or line with high Z buttons for guitar instruments. 4 stereo channels, 3 of which have left and right inputs for things like sensor external audio gear that you could plug in. 1 channel has a 3.5 millimeter jack for inputs for phones or aux cords, things like that for stereo playback. You have 3 mix channels. You have 1 FX channel, You have one fader is for your 1 and 2 submix, and then you have your main volume. And that pretty much goes over the fader part of the Mackie Pro. So as I said before, the first 2 channels have high Z inputs in them for your guitars or instruments. Every single mic channel, every single channel that you plug a microphone in will have the Onyx preamp assigned to it. Your first 4 channels have an insert, so if you want to plug in external compressors, limiters, EQs, things like that, you can. So you have your line inserts on the first 4 channels. Your last 3 faders just have your left and right inputs for your instruments that you want to use. You can go into the left to make it mono if you would like to, but you have your choice of stereo, so you can go left and right with unbalanced inputs. If you guys are finding value in this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it in advance. Each channel besides 11 and 12 has a low cut by 100 hertz if you want to actuate that. You have your gain button right here. So you can go -20 or you can go +40 on each one. Your first 4 channels have a compression on it, so you can compress the first 4 channels if you would like to. Your stereo channels do not have this, neither does your 11 and 12 for your auxiliary input. You have a 3-band EQ on each channel. That includes your channel 11 and 12. So you have a high, mid, and a low. Your green knob right here is for your aux, your auxiliary inputs. And then your orange knob right here is for your effects. So all these, so you can put effects on these channels, and the orange controls how much effects you want to put on there, like the amount that you would like to have on your whatever you got on that channel. Then every channel also has a pan. So if you're working with your mono channels right here, obviously you're going to go left and right. But when you get to your stereo channels, it's going to be balanced, so you know how much you want, like it in one part or the next. Each channel has a mute button that lights up when you actuate it. I don't have this thing plugged in, but if I did, these will light up if I muted them. The faders feel really nice. They're very smooth. They even have a cut. I don't know if you can see this cut on them, so you can see where you are on your board. So you have these buttons right here. So you basically got your sub mix 1 and 2 that you can actuate. You got your left and right, which I'm not 100% sure on what these buttons do, but when I do the review on this unit, like, because I will have a video showing you guys how I'm using it, and then maybe I'll be able to explain these more with the LR. So at the bottom of this thing, you do get solo buttons. So if you wanted to just solo one of your channels, you can hit these buttons, or you can hit whatever channels that you want it to be solo, so you could just hear those. So right here on top, you have your mono send, you have your FX sends, you have your outputs right here. You can go either 1/4 inch outputs or the mic type. I forgot what these are called. I'll have it linked above what these are called. You have your control room, your sub outs right here. You have an input for a foot switch, and then you have an input for headphones if you would like to listen to it through headphones or monitor it through the mixer. You can do that. You have 48-volt phantom power, and this applies through all the channels except 11 and 12, because you don't really need phantom power for 11 and 12. Then here goes your effects with your presets. So you can go through your presets with this knob right here, and then you can mute your effects if you would like to, or bring them back. And then right here you have a nice colorful meter that shows you where you are on a channel. And then right here you have your aux master knob. You have your effects to mono knob. You have a blend so that you can blend between channels. You have your phone, your headphones to control room. Not sure what that button does, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Then you actually have your headphone volume knob right here in your control room volume as well. This button right here says break. I'm not 100% sure what some of these buttons do, but since it's on here, I would like to go on it. If anybody knows what that stuff means, you guys can comment down below and let me know. And there you guys go. This is the Mackie Pro FX12 version 3. Now, this is a very nice looking piece of kit right here, and I'm pretty sure it's going to do just as great as far as performance, because Mackie makes great products. Now this Mackie Pro mixer does way more than what I'm going to use in my personal studio, but I'm going to do my best to try to figure this thing out so I can update you guys in a video in the future. Now I got this mixer from Z-Sounds. I go with Z-Sounds for a lot of my gear because they have very flexible payment plans. You can get the gear now and pay as you go. So I will have a link in the description for this mixer to Z-Sounds if you guys are interested in picking up this mixer. That does it for the Mackie Pro mixer. If you guys are into unboxing videos like this, I will have a playlist linked above to where you guys can see more unboxing videos just like this one. With that said, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.